Hello everyone, my name is Bygl and welcome to episode 6 of the Metacraft series. And we are currently standing in a brand new shop in the shopping district. This is Embed's beehive shop or honey shop. And as you can see, he's selling a bunch of stuff. Wait, are these... these ones got bees in it. Ooh. Okay, I might buy that later, but as of right now, I bought 32 before, and now I bought another 32 honey blocks because I have never done redstone with them, and I think that in this world that is exactly what I'm going to do. So let's take a look at it from the top because I mean, actually, when you look at it from the top, it kinda looks like there's honey in the bottom cube or the bottom hole. That's kinda cool. I'm curious if that was intentional or not. But yeah, we're gonna make our way to our base, and we're also gonna check out the gaming district on the way. Just a little sneak peek on how many diamonds are on the pile. What I should have done is put a lectern there so people can put their names there, and tomorrow is the last day when people can sign up. But you know, I decided to be old school and put up some signs here. So we have 4 contestants in the dev games. One of them is MacTZ, one of them is Embeds. I'm pretty sure I'm one of them, and maybe Turnip and or KZ. Those are the people that are signed up as of right now, and those are the people we'll be competing with for those diamonds. So, what we're also gonna do is... well, not also, what we're gonna do in this episode, there we go, is that we're gonna be working... I should take this out. We're gonna be working on our base. We're just gonna check out what's up top here. So, I've been doing a bit of clearing and we now have this big open space here. And this is the space where the control tower that I mentioned in the last episode is going to be. This is the place. We will have a bunch of buildings around it, doing a bunch of stuff. But the control tower is going to be here. We're gonna have a storage system under it, probably. And we'll work with that, yeah. And finally I got a pocket bed so I can sleep the night away. So yeah, we're gonna get to work, we're gonna plan out some stuff, and we're gonna see where the directions will take us, because I have no idea what I wanna build and how I want it to look. All I'm gonna do is just brainstorm for a few brief minutes and then I'll just wing it. And I don't know why I'm saying like that's a new thing for me, because that's how I do all of my building. But yeah, also I'm not gonna stop enderpearling onto this block until I land directly on it. Come on. Oh, okay. We're taking our rocket for this one. And there we go. Alright, so what I figured I could do is create a center for my base. So this is going to be the center. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks out on each side, or this is technically 10 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yep. So 10 blocks on each side, and we'll see if that's big enough for this build. And to be frankly honest, no, I think I'm gonna go 2 more blocks out on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 and 2. So now we have a bigger circle, looking pretty decently. What I want to have is kinda a wall around this thing, kinda like it's high priority or high security, right? So I will need some space between that and the towers. So yeah, I will need to do a bunch of terraforming here, but that is not a problem for me because I love terraforming. So we should be fine. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to have this be done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. Okay, so I moved everything by quite a bit, so this is now 9 blocks or 18 blocks this way, 18 blocks that way. That is about 36, 37 blocks because we have the middle one. And I also moved it closer to the starter house. And now we're starting to get a decently sized circle, so how big do I need my pathway to be around the tower? And how big I want my tower to be? How big do I want my tower to be? Did I say that? I have no idea if I said that correctly the first time, but I'm gonna use the packed ice for the tower, and we'll go probably from one of these netherrack. That's a small tower. That's a chunky tower. Let's try this. So I'm gonna make a makeshift circle out of this. I think I'm relatively decent with circles. So I think I should be able to make one on the fly. Even if it's not going to be remotely as accurate as actual, you know, the schematic that you can look up on the internet. Let's see how does that look. I mean, that looks like a circle, right? That kinda looks like a circle to me. Okay, I'll try to repeat this all over the thing, and then we can start figuring out other things. Looks like a super smelter is the next project we're gonna be undertaking. There is no way in hell I'm just using normal furnaces for this. Okay, we should now have half a circle. And yep, looking pretty cool. Kinda giving me flashbacks to the Monolith project from the single player world. Except that circle was much bigger. Much bigger. But I also marked it out in netherrack because it's easy to instamine. Whew. And this is gonna be a way more complicated project than that one though. So the idea is that this is a pathway in the middle, so we can just walk around freely, right? I'm out on netherrack and I am not bothered to get more to complete the circle. This gives me enough of an idea on how I want to do this. So we're gonna have entrances into the tower here. Also, I'm missing a block here. I can add that, but we're gonna have 3 blocks or maybe even 5 blocks big entrances. We'll see. There we go. And then the idea is that when we walk in, we should be able to see something of value. And maybe some kind of redstone project, maybe item sorter, but that might be a little bit too big. So maybe we'll just do an elevator or a water stream upwards and or downwards, or maybe a spiral staircase. That could be a good idea. So that will be the middle point. Around here, I have no idea what I wanna put around these edges, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Then we will have a basement. The basement will be very important because we will have our sorting system there. So we're gonna be building a sorting system in this world. And we're also gonna build this upwards, the spiral staircase of course, and that will lead up to the control panel, which will control all of the redstone contraptions, and maybe we can even run the wires here. So we will have observer towers going to the top. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. So I guess no time to be wasted, right? I'm just going to take some brick, take some granite, take some andesite, And I'm gonna try and replace all of these blocks with what they're actually supposed to be, and I'll try to figure out the details later. We're just gonna build it up and we'll hope for the best. Alright, so I replaced the ice, basically the same thing, the ice with brick and granite, and it's looking pretty cool, but I do need to add some andesite. I think I'm gonna do the entrances first, so I can kind of figure out where I wanna go from there. So I'm gonna grab myself some andesite. I don't have plenty, but I should have enough. I'm also gonna grab some of these blocks, so I'm gonna grab stone, smooth, and I'm gonna be using smooth stone in this build as well. So that's gonna be interesting. So let us fly upwards, and I'll brainstorm through a few ideas. There we go. And I'll see what I come up with. Alright. Okay, we're getting there. This is perfectly centered on the roof of my house also, which is pretty cool because that means that we can have kind of like a secret entrance through the house, right? And then we can have exits on each side. So how I'd figure it would be, or maybe we'll even tear this out so we can work with that more, but I don't think I want to do that. So we'll have kind of tunnels going through the ground over here, then over here. There will be a bunch of stuff here, and most of the stuff will be probably over here. This is where I imagine the whole industry of this project is going to be. So yeah, I also added these smooth stone slabs as a flooring, and they work pretty good, pretty well with brick and granite, don't you think? I think they work pretty well. I think all of these blocks are complementing each other as of right now. I have only now realized how little granite I actually have. And then I figured emphasis online. I wonder if he does have any spare granite that I could borrow, you know, permanently. Borrow permanently. You got any spare granite I could borrow? Ooh, like spike. Hopefully he says yes. If no, then it's fine. Because I'm unsure if he's going to use it for building or not. Ooh. Alright, so I guess he does have some and we can take it. Well, of course we're not gonna take it for free. We're not such plagiarists, plagiarists. Should be in the chest marked by andesite block. Much appreciated. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take as much as possible. He did take some of his mending books, so that's nice. So we're gonna poof, poof, poof. Can we take any more? Yes. We're gonna take slightly more. We're gonna leave him with 1 stack and a bit. We're gonna leave a diamond block there. Alright. And this amount of granite should be enough to complete at least a decent portion of the build. Or at least the mock-up that I'm working on. I kind of just wanna have the front facade, right? Even though it doesn't really have a front, it's a circle. But the front facade, and it is looking really cool, I think. It is really looking cool. For information, I'm gonna be looking for a fair bit of glass for this tunnel, so if you're looking to make some diamonds, I'm looking to buy. Ooh! Okay, I think we have an order for glass. Very curious, right? Didn't expect to see that coming. Well, I said I wanna build a smelter. We're gonna build a smelter. And the basic one, that is. So we need to figure out where we want to build our super smelter. And this seems like a good place. This seems like a better place. It's gonna take a lot of clearing out to do though. So you'll have to bear with me here for a second. I just wanna say that while I'm clearing, I can have time to fill this in, if these leg spikes go away at least. That I've been having an absolute blast on this server, and I'm gonna be making more videos as of right now, because I decided that I'm not going to do episode 25 from my single player series until I come back from the break, because I wanna focus on Metacraft right now for at least 5 episodes in a row. Because yeah, I kinda wanna be more active here, because we have an active community here, and it's harder to record episodes here because of how it works, right? In single player, I just log on, start recording, do stuff, stop recording. Here, stuff happens in between episodes because I kind of have to keep up with everyone, you know. And there is a lot of stuff that happens off camera, like I hang out with MaxZ a lot, I hang out with Casey a fair amount, and I watch their streams and such, because yeah, there are content creators other than me on this server, which you should check out. Link in description for Casey's stream and Embedded's stream and Malik's stream. Go check them out. Yeah, it's just slightly harder for me to keep up with everything, but once I start focusing on Metacraft for a bit, it's gonna be much easier. And then after a while, when I get burnt out over here, I can either start a new series or return back to my single player. We're gonna do a cool world tour, which is basically just for people that wanna join in. I'll do a world tour, right? So they don't have to watch the previous 24 episodes, because yeah, episode 1 was recorded like 3 months ago at this point, and I think my content changed for the better since then. Yeah, it was a mediocre video, that one. Below average for sure. Also, I just wanna say one thing, and that is thank you. Thank you for all of the support that this series is getting. It's been absolutely phenomenal. The amount of support I've been getting from you guys. And rest to be assured, you do have input on what happens in the series. So if you do have any like questions, or you wanna see something worked out, or have any ideas on how to improve stuff, there we go, English, jeez. Do be sure to tell me, because I do read everything, and I myself am not the best idea guy, if you know what I mean. I am more of an idea executioner than a come up with ear. Does that make any sense? I'm sure it makes sense, yeah, of course. Alright, so this is the plan we have going on right now. This is the shape of the building for the super smelter, and we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 super smelters in here. And this netherrack represents the walls where they're gonna be and such. And the super smelter we're gonna do is going to be pretty simple. So output chests will be here. We will have hoppers going into them from the furnaces, and they will have a fuel chest here, and we will have the input chest over here, and we're gonna have 4 of these over here, and maybe we can even do blast and maybe even smoker, we'll see. Then what we can do is have mine carts underneath these chests, and we can then deliver stuff from here, like minecart chests. There we go. Jeez, we will have card chests there, which will collect items from those chests and deliver them to the actual sorting system, which will be under our base. So that is going to be a cool project for the future. But now I gotta start building this up, and we're gonna go for a similar style, obviously, andesite granite brick and basalt for the roof. And yeah, I'll catch you guys when I have something to show you. Oh, you must be joking. I have not to that. Oh my god. Sure, you know what, fine. I'll deal with it later. I gotta build now. God damn it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I figured what we could do to end off the episode is look at the build I did. So this is not a completely finished product, it still is missing a few things, like this chimney. We're gonna have a few of those behind it because it is a smeltery after all. So we're gonna need a bunch of those, and when we come in, this is how it's looking so far. So this is the progress of the build as of right now. We do have 2 smelters here, which I'm going to use in a second. We're gonna use them to smelt up our ores. We're gonna keep these 2 empty for now because we don't need that much smelting power. And I'm also gonna in between episodes. Okay, in between episodes plan. Let's do this, right? I'm gonna fill in these things. I'm gonna add the chimneys. We're gonna fill in that place with slabs, and we're gonna fill in the circle. I'm probably gonna do that on stream, so if you're watching this video right about when it released, then you might be able to catch the stream. I don't know when I'm going to stream, but I am going to stream either today or yesterday, tomorrow, that's the word. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna collect the sand for embeds, and then we're gonna smelt it up out here. Actually, what I just figured we could do is kinda have like a stairway, not here but here, so this can go like 1 block lower, right? How would that look? Yeah, and then if we have it like that, right, we can access the chests more easily. Yeah, okay, that's a good plan for this place. So we're gonna do that off camera or on stream. I don't know, I might stream, I might not, but I'm kinda feeling like streaming, so we'll see. I also used smooth stone here as a decoration, looking very fancy. And yeah, that is basically it for this episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!